Dear viewers, thank you very much for play this video. I have appeared in front of you again today. Today I will present a motivational video for beginners. My topic today is about learn the tips of traditional animation and basic concepts of animation. Watch this video carefully and you will benefit even a little bit. If you are new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. The process of traditional animation. Do you remember the first time you saw an animated movie? Whether it was The Lion King, Frozen, or Toy Story, those hours in the theater felt like magic. These moments when the characters came to life on screen felt almost too good to be true. But what you may not know is that those movies took years of hard work and dedication to create. Today we are going to take a look at the process of traditional animation and how it works. Traditional animation is an artistic medium where artists draw out a movement frame by frame. Basically, the artist will draw the same picture over and over again. Each of these frames, however, is drawn with a slight variation. So, when all of these images are viewed one after another, it creates the illusion of movement. Have you ever tried to create an animation on the corner of a notebook? As kids, we would often draw teeny cartoons on each page, showing the same character in different positions. In the end, we would take the corner of that notebook, flip it real fast, and watch as our character moved around. If you have had experience with this, then you have had experience with traditional animation. This art form is also referred to as cell animation. Cell stands for the word celluloid, a transparent sheet used for drawing purposes. Traditional animators will usually use celluloid along with their favorite pencil. Each drawing is fed into a plastic cell. At that point, they are filled with paint and photographed one by one. This creates the full animation portrait on top of a painted background. So let's say that you are creating a short advertisement that consists of traditional animation while your commercial may be short. The process behind said commercial is more than what is seems. Ask any animator, they will say this is the first step in all their projects. A storyboard is a sequence of drawings meant to represent the plot of a TV or movie production. While it may contain some dialogue and action based commands, a storyboard is primarily made of drawings. A storyboard can be as long or short as you'd like, though its purpose should be to highlight major plot points and movements. In some cases, these may double as a script. Many animation productions base their dialogue on storyboards. Other production may be better off with an actual script. Either way, Your animators will need a storyboard to begin the process. Before being beginning your animations, you must record a preparatory soundtrack. This means that if you are hiring animators for a commercial, you will also need to hire people to create the music and shoot sound effects. If any of your characters have a speaking role, you will need to hire voice actors. The first thing created within this process is the scratch track. This will only contain the sound effects and the voice actors. In the end, a full soundtrack will contain all elements of sound, music, and dialogue. The full soundtrack should be created before the animation. This makes it easy to synchronize animations with voice acting and sound effects. If you are involved in the animation community, you have probably heard of or seen these things called animatics. But what exactly are they? An animatic is a story, a reel that consists of image, sketch sequences. This is made to demonstrate an unpolished version of the final animation. Think of it as a rough draft. Usually, artists will make multiple animatics for you to choose from. Once an animatic is chosen, it should be sent to your designers along with any other assets. These designers will create model sheets which portray how each character will look from each angle. Model sheets will often include full body shots as well as facial expressions and poses. This is so all animators involved are working with the same idea in their heads. After all, you don't want your animation to look like each frame was drawn by a different person, although that may very well be the case. That's why the design process is so important. Of course, you cannot forget your setting and dialogue. Background stylist will determine the color schemes and overall composition of your setting. Meanwhile, the timing director will analyze sound effects and dialogue to determine how the leaves should move. Your animations will need to consider the lighting and camera angles. They will need to create a final animatic complete with color, sound effects, camera angles, and lighting. Though, of course, these will not be fully animated. After all that trial and error, we are finally at the good part, the animation process. It may take a lot to get there, but the results are worth it. After you approve the final animatic, this process can finally begin. As stated before, traditional animation is achieved by drawing movement frame by frame. Throughout this process, time synchronization will become very important. Animators want the characters' actions to match what's going on in the audio, so that means multiple tests and revisions. Animations will go through a constant cycle of testing and review until the director and producer are satisfied with the result. If there is any mistake in my voice or video, please comment. Any comments will make my way easier. Your valuable comments will motivate me to make new videos. Thank you for watching my video. Like and subscribe my channel. See you again next tutorial.